What is up, the Lions fans? It's your boy Motor City Don P. We are back here once again. Sorry for the technical difficulties. StreamYard was just refusing to pick up my camera. Um, but got it straight. I don't know why. Today of all days, restarting all that stuff, none of that worked. So I really don't know what was going on. But we at 2nd and 1. It's gonna be 3rd and 1. The Detroit Lions. Um, Locked at 0-0 with the ice out wearing Vikings. Um, Also, I don't know what I ate last night. Well, I do know what I ate last night. It is not agreeing with me right now. So I might I might have to step away a couple times. We'll see what it is. We'll see what it is. Thank you, Jody. Thank you. I'm glad you're glad that I'm here. Of course. Bro, I mean, on these, like, it's we're just always out of position, bro. I just don't understand it. I thought Aleem McNeil was an edge now. He should be able to chase him down and get the angle, right? She ain't nothing. uh is that what is that run what they needed to start towards 200 yards a game? Uh I mean, even if you look at the other screen and you look at my freaking OBS, like the camera just smashed down and spread, and I don't know what is going on, bro. Oh, whom? Whom is that? Daniel Thomas. Oh man, I need some Sprite. We have nothing of the sort. There we go, Hutch. There we go, Hutch. There we go, Hutch. Shut up. You know what? Kevin O'Connell, bro. Like, what are you complaining about? This guy is always complaining to the refs about something. And then we got a flag for what? Thank you. I was about to say. Brother, that does that matter? I mean, my man was sacked as soon as the freaking play started. He's spinning around in the backfield. Whatever happened downfield, it didn't affect what was happening with the quarterback. Get the frick out of here. Bro, Kevin O'Connell wants every call, bro. Just look at him. When things happen on 3rd down and they get off the field, he wants everything. Like, oh, look, that dude's not wearing the right color socks. You know what I mean? It's like, bruh. We got some coaches in the NFC North, boy, that got a lot of beta gene in them. Got a lot of beta gene in them. Well, I know what I can do. I got some what is it? It's like Alka-Seltzer. I'm gonna go put some in some water and I'll be right back. Uh, all right. We're gonna see how this goes. I went to this Japanese restaurant last night and I had a dish that I had never had before. Um, it tasted good going down, but it's not agreeing with me right now. Did y'all hear that earlier in the broadcast when they were like, these two guys, Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery, if they get if they get 5 carries, Gibbs is getting 3 and Montgomery's getting 2. That was last year. Have you been watching these players this year? I don't think you have. I told you, Kevin O'Connell has a lot of beta gene in him. I told you, a lot of beta gene going on right there. Uh, he's not as bad as Matt DeFlower. He's a big beta gene guy, but Kevin O'Connell's got a little bit in him. Probably. It's a beta challenge. It's a beta challenge. That's what it is. Imma have to switch in a minute. I got my earbuds in, and I'm listening to the game on my phone and the TV. It's like a slight difference. The TV is ahead of the phone by, like, a second or 2. I don't know, random Netflix people. I forget who's on there. It's some players. Actually, you know what I could do? I could just go on Netflix on my phone and see if that's actually, um, um so the call in the field, does that help? Oh, it's not. 3rd and inches. Now this is where we differ from the rest of the league without having a damn, you know, without having a tush push type of situation. We don't use a tight end, which is something I said, what, like 2 years ago, and we still haven't adapted it. That's the problem, bro. Like, it's oh my god. Well, turnover. And this is where's Graham Glasgow playing? I just want you guys to like, where's Graham Glasgow playing right now? Now I'm ahead on my phone. I'm confused as to where to watch this game. Oh, he's out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Decker's out because I thought it said that they had moved Glasgow to tackle, which um no, it's Dan Skipper, right? Dan Skipper is the backup for Taylor Decker, a guy that didn't make the roster coming out of camp, right? But thank God we used the 3rd round pick to use a 4th round pick to draft Manu. Mhm, 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 mhm. I think after this drive, I'm gonna turn Netflix on my TV. You know they're gonna go for it. They're on the half-yard line. Mm. No, it's 3rd and goal. Who was that just gave up? Who was that just gave up? Freaking ridiculous, bro. You see, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about, right? We're just happy to trot out Kingsley. Oh yeah, he can do it, man. You know, he's been with us, man. You know, he's been with us for years, man. On the practice squad, he's on the vet squad, man. All that squad crap needs to stop, bro. I'm tired of. I'm tired of it at this point. Let me get this Netflix going on the TV. Oh, it was Malcolm Rodriguez that got punked on the goal line there. And then I gotta sign in. Some dumb stuff happened with the Netflix account. I can't really get into it, but who had a Pro Bowl season? They're talking about disrespect and all this other stuff. No, nobody had a Pro Bowl season on Minnesota. Uh that's why they didn't have no Pro Bowlers. Shout out to Hop. Um now my TV is ahead of my phone. This is craziness, bro. This is crazy. How do we know this though, greater good? How do we know that this ain't our level? At this point, it just seems to be. It was Rodriguez. He said you only take a little bit of Kingsley slander today. Kingsley, the reason we're down 7-0. That's Kingsley's fault. All right, I think I've that is epic product placement. You know what? Hats off to Netflix. Hats off to Netflix. Yeah, because they definitely can't figure out how to use Jameer Gibbs against the Vikings. Oh, I was like, who is he throwing to? Waymo. Hey, Mr. Morale 313. You see how they moved the pocket? I mean, I've said it. I said it last time we played the Vikings. They didn't attempt to move the pocket, but that was a Johnny Mo game. He doesn't know how to call offense or use offensive players. Yeah, Jed is he's not having a year at all. He don't even have 1,000 yards yet. Dodgy said one. Kingsley. So crazy. All right. Final adjustment is for me to get my earbuds, not these earbuds, my other earbuds connected to the TV, and we should be good to go. They were charging this whole time. All righty. We're good. we're good, man. We're good. We got the vet squad in. We got one ear working, the other ear not working. Just like Kingsley Goku. We're good, man. We're good. Exactly. Crazy legs. God. The only thing they haven't done yet is spread this defense front out. Yeah, I don't know why they won't do that. That's freaking crazy. I mean, they let them pack in. I mean, I mean, Bill Belichick is available. He ain't doing that down there in New Orleans. I mean, in North Carolina. Just somebody that can teach these people that you have to not allow their strength to be their strength, because our coaching staff right now doesn't seem to understand that little aspect. You know, Nothing major. It's just football, but you know what I mean. It's just This is kind of the fundamentals of competition. You kind of, you try to make them play with their hands tied behind their back. But, you know, bro, we're going back to the Scott Linehan days. You know what I mean? Uh, this team's trying to go to Cancun, apparently. Maybe they need to do something. Because again, it's once again, you're just running up the middle, bro. Look, I mean, he's running into four people because you just let them be comfortable where they're comfortable at. That it doesn't make sense. Three of them holding them up, one guy stripping at the ball. I mean, I don't understand. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. This dude with all this beta energy just said they need to be the Grim Reaper for your team. And you're gonna take that. That's crazy. Who are you? Why is it every week some random fan finds my stream? What do I don't be talking crazy. I don't be talking reckless. Why did they find me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's definitely a false start, bro. Y'all owe us one from earlier with that BS. Kingsley just looked up and they're like, "Oh, false start." It's like he just looked up, bro, like all sinners do. He didn't snap it up. It didn't even look it didn't look fast in slow motion, which means that it wasn't unorthodox. It wasn't herky jerky. It wasn't a snap up, you know? If something looks slow in slow motion, it probably was slow. You know what I mean? I see gaps already. Wow. There you go. There you go, buddy. The home team is the Vikings. Remember, we're just wearing the uniforms because the Vikings wanted to wear their whiteouts, so we wore our blackouts. All right, it's a three-man rush. There we go, Hutch. There we go, Hutch. Beat the ones you're supposed to beat. There you go, Hutch. When they give you one on one, make them pay. It was actually not supposed to be one-on-one. You see, it was supposed to be a double team. The other dude just number 76 didn't have a chance. That was the worst double team I've ever seen in my life. Uh, oh, yeah. Even with illegal hands to the face, yeah. My man was like, "Oh, no, gotta get him, gotta get him, gotta get him." Nah, you're not gonna get him, bro. Give up on that dream. I'm glad I decided to watch this actually on Netflix, so I don't have to see that dumbass lookalikes commercial. I, I get confused for Dan Campbell at least once a week. Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness, bro. Ugh. Byron Murphy. Oh, I hate Byron Murphy. I'm gonna hate Byron Murphy forever. Hey guys, look at us. The Lions don't deserve any of this. Look at us, guys. Look at us. Look what we're doing over here. And then you get smacked. Ugh. I had a roommate, one of my roommates, because they overcrowded the apartment in college. He was from Latvia, and it wasn't pleasant. I just want to tell you that he'd be in there cooking some stuff, and it's like, damn, what you cooking? Chitlins? You know what I'm saying? Had the whole house thinking. The Netflix commentary booth is terrible, but I'd rather watch that commentary booth than those DAZN commercials. Because that's when I have to watch the Predator, um, the Predator trailer 85 times in a row. You know all that other stuff. So it's vomit inducing, and since my stomach is already churning, I don't need none of that. So off, throw the ball. Did he not have an opportunity to throw the ball away? Did he not? Could you know that was my I don't know. Just throw it away. Here comes a run. Oh, okay. All right. One, two, three, four. There were four people there, Goff. Not the right person to throw to. Hey, I just want to know if Goff is still pissed off, guys. Is he still pissed off that the fans didn't believe in him? I just want to know. Wow. Wow, test line in the field of play and for a first down on 3rd and 16? What? What? Oh my god. That is shocking. I did not have that on my bingo card, I'll tell you that much. A couple fumbles, a few stupid plays, you know. What up, though, Barry? Wasn't he second in the NFL in rushing when he retired? How'd he get to fourth? Who passed him? I know whatchamacallit passed him. Emmitt Smith. Did Adrian Peterson pass him? There, no, Barry, you haven't had fantasies of lining up behind this offensive line. Mm-mm. Wow, another 3rd and long conversion. Let's go. Mhm. He retired like right behind Walter Payton, didn't he? There we go, Ja. I mean, he must have been because I don't think anybody passed him other than Sweetness had the record, yes. But it was I thought Barry was right after him. Because remember there used to be a rumor that he retired early so he wouldn't break Walter Payton's record because he only needed like 1,000 more yards or something like that. There we go, Ja. Frank Gore, yeah, that's some bull crap. Yeah, that's yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so that made him third, but Frank Gore passed him. Yeah, I remember. Bunch of bull crap. What was that? Yeah, he was on pace. I know he didn't care about setting a record. I don't know that he tried purposely to not set the record. And it took Emmitt Smith like 3 years after he retired. A little Montel Jordan in there. I saw that one coming. So you thought Harrison Smith didn't see it coming? Whew. What you smell? What you smell? A 3rd and 15? Well, if we can get to the 30 at least, then we can, kick a field goal comfortably. You see? No, no, Goff, throw it. Thank you, Goff. Thank you, Goff. Thank you. Thank you. Goff, 2 for 2 on the run. He can throw on the run. I was told he couldn't. Was I lied to? So if Goff has this in his bag, if he can do this, why have we been struggling with this bullcrap all year? Bro, if you can throw on the run, get on the run and throw. Help your offensive line out. Lord have mercy. We shouldn't have to learn that Goff can do that when our backs are against the wall. He did. Hey, if he's on the run like that, if he was on the run like that, oh Lord have mercy. That's it. That is it. We're cooked now. We're cooked now. Yep. We're all the way down to 6%. I've started my draft simulator. Um Obviously it won't be complete until everyone has declared for the draft, but hopefully we'll be able to use it this offseason. Hmm. Yeah, you said it wrong, Jody. It's not the practice squad, it's the vet squad. They're veterans. You know? That's why we should be more enthused when they get in the because they're veterans. They've been here, they've done that. They know how it's done. Lord have mercy. It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. Okay, he got rolled up on. He will be back in the game. See, Awasika comes in and they're like, he's just like Sewell. It's the stubbornness, bro. It's okay to make changes. You have to change things. A bit like, well, we can't get away from the game plan. Yes, you can. The play after Sewell goes out is not the play to run off the right tackle. I don't think they're going to give it to him. If they do give it to him, Kevin O'Connell's going to challenge again. He did not get that. Yeah, he didn't get that. This is where not having a tight end to do a tush push is a problem. See, this is where I hate turning around on fourth down because it's fourth and an inch. Well, that's more than an inch. More than an inch. Well, rough and this rough is different. Bro, we know he didn't make it. Replay assist said he didn't make it. So what are we trying to do? Yeah, a step back was like okay, but the offensive coordinator hire was terrible. The defensive coordinator hire hasn't been great, but still out. They gave him the first. Yep, he got the lean, but they're definitely going to review that. I don't know if he got that. This is why I'm saying you just go directly up the gut, bro. I From right there, it looks like he's on it. All I heard was people saying, I don't care. 11, I don't care about the North. 11-6, and you make the playoffs. Yeah. Let me put some broth on. Burb. See, I mean, again, if we had a tush push merchant, you just just like what Philly did. You push forward on the tush push 4 straight times until you get into the end zone. All right, let me get this. There we go. There we go. Ah! And that's why we don't use tight ends. I knew that was coming. He does. Don't know. Spread the defense out. What is this timeout for? You ain't lying. See what he just said? He said he was the 90th man on the roster and worked his way into a starting position. He didn't say, yeah, he was on the vet squad. And, he had to be ready when we called him up. Would you boss up and get these tutties, get these tutties, get these tutties? Would you boss up and get these tutties, get these tutties, get these tutties? All right. Way to hold on to it, Tesla. He held on to it. He hit that ground hard. You got it. I mean, he just came out with that Ford commercial, so he had to do something this day. He's got 2 catches on a drive for the first time in his career. Wow, Brandon Marshall and Manti Te'o. It took us an entire half to score a touchdown versus the Minnesota Vikings. An entire half. So it's Jim Nance, and I don't know who the other guy is, but it was the other guy that was like, "Oh, if they run 5 times, Jameer Gibbs is going to get 3 carries and Monty's going to get 2." See, unfortunately, when they said we need to reestablish our identity, we need to reestablish the running game. It just meant we need to continue to run the ball up the middle, and try to figure something out up the middle. Like the run game is not creative, bro. There's no window dressing. It's just it's about bully ball, and we with Kingsley Aguakun or Eguakon, or however you say his name, with freaking uh, uh, Dan Skipper and Coyote Awasika. You're not playing bully ball. Who are these people, bro? And that's the problem. I'm saying, like, you don't know who you have. It's like Oh my god, a flag comes in secondary. Of course, number 4. Illegal contact. This offseason, we need to trade DJ Reed because that's the only way you can get out of his contract. You gotta trade him. Can't cut him. Trade him, get something back. Get a fourth rounder back, maybe a fifth. Now would be a great time for an interception, but who do we have that can intercept the football? Who we got? Who we got over there? Aquam. Aquam's got his 10th. And who was on top of him? Oh, Derek Barnes. He's trying to get that half a sack. Exactly. I don't think so. I think didn't we see the dude in the there was a didn't they have a Monte Teo documentary and they actually showed the dude that was behind all of that? Crazy. Uh uh and he's gonna be hurt. Hutch can pick one off. That is true. Let me turn down this suit. Hey, who's watching Stranger Things after the game? Dan Campbell said, I don't want to go to the playoffs unless I feel like we can do some damage. The head coach knows that the team is cooked. Oh, the head coach knows that the team is cooked. Probably. Nah, it's not gonna be a suspension. If they didn't even call a flag on the field, it won't be a suspension. Brother, golf, man, that's crazy, bro. Like I said, your head coach knows that you're cooked. That's crazy. All right, man. I'm gonna go get my soup in. Tactical says you're not watching Stranger Things after the game. Yeah, they love to watch collect fines. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the first episode with my daughter. I did all 5 seasons in like so the first 4 seasons I did them in like a week, and then I took a little bit of a break, and then I did the 4 episodes of season 5 in like 2 days. Yeah, for sure. I don't know what that's about. All right, Robert, we'll check you. They put your Blackstone together. So I can't talk to nobody about reverse Vecna. It's crazy. All right, let me go get this suit, man. I'll be back with y'all in a bit. All right, we back. TK85 with a good return. Did y'all see Monty on stage with Snoop? We gotta pop some runs. So stop running it up the middle all the time. Yeah, I was eating my soup. That's all I was really paying attention to. But I looked up and I saw a dude that looked like David Montgomery in a cowboy hat. Can we get a flag because I was helmet to helmet contact? Why is it third and short? I mean, if that was Brian Branch, he'd be getting ejected right now. So that number 3 that's on Dan Campbell. That's not on Brad Holmes. Dan Campbell's the one that has to hire those people. Six rushes, 8 yards. But at least he's getting the carries. Ugh. But I do agree with the first two. But we also we might need a tackle. And then we're gonna go turn around. Yeah, because I think Decker's gone. That man doesn't look anything like Jim Caldwell. Yeah, but so my question is, where do you draft him? Because your first priority has to be a center. So that's why I'm saying you, this thing ain't gonna be fixed in the draft unless he has another Jameer Gibbs, Ryan Branch, Sam Laporta, Jack Campbell draft for linemen. Mm-mm. It's not gonna work. Ah! Bro, get yourself whoever you are. Oh, Jalen Mills. You're over there about to get a taunting penalty. There we go. 3 and out. Yeah, we're gonna need a veteran, but I don't have any faith in Brad Holmes and his penny pinching ways. You know, his penny pinching ways is what has us with DJ Reed instead of Carlton Davis. In terms of NFL owners and The money they got, $4 million a year was a drop in the bucket. Okay, it's Drew Brees. Me too. If we want to sit up here and say that we're best, we're the best offensive line, we got to have the best players. I wouldn't disagree with you. I wouldn't disagree. How did you not see it though, bro? Like how? What's wrong with your peripheral vision? What we need to do is we need to give Minnesota a first round pick and some cash for Brian Flores. What's a higher? We need to hire Brian Flores as our associate head coach because that's a higher position than defensive coordinator. So Minnesota can't block him from that. Bro, I wish. I wish this guy would actually do something that's necessary. But again, if you take care of it in free agency, you don't need to load up in the draft picks. Yeah. That's not holding at all. Thank you. No, it should have been freaking holding on freaking Vikings. Big joke. Oh, is he out today? He's not playing. Is that what we're saying? Is he missing another game due to injury? He's got to be playing, right? How would you guys rate Derek Barnes' coverage skills? I'd love to get a fast linebacker in here. Somebody like a Jihad Campbell. And that dude I kept from Clemson, I can't remember what his name is, but he was like a poor man's Jihad Campbell. This dude, bro. Probably. Can we get a sack here? Like remember sacking the quarterback? We were doing that pretty well earlier. That was almost a sack. They're passing here. Let's bring the pressure again. There we go with another sack. Now Aquam is definitely over 10 sacks now. It's crazy that the Panthers are 8-7 and leading the division. And we're 8-7 and in the hunt. We're 8-7 and have a 6% chance of making the playoffs, and the freaking Panthers are 8-7 and have a 100% chance of making the playoffs if they win the division. Okada, I'm sure he was a really high draft pick. Ugh. Yeah, These guys are going home. That's true. uh, yep, it does. Looks like the goof game coming at the wrong time. Oh, I mean, a lot of this is true. I mean, but um, a lot of this is true. But we need tackles, better backups to tackle. You know, this type of thing. I mean, you hold them to a field goal here, and then you take your whole fourth quarter to score the touchdown like you did, and you win by one. Like the fact that we haven't picked this guy off, but we've sacked him 5 times. It's crazy. Who got him on that? Yeah, I fell asleep. It's the Lions, man. Look, it's the Lions. They're putting me to sleep, bro. That wasn't in this stadium. This stadium hadn't been built yet. I don't know which heads are gonna roll, but I don't know, man. It's just we're stuck in this philosophy of never changing anything, not adjusting properly. I don't know, dude. It's annoying. I mean, at this point, it's like, well, maybe if we can get a home run for get from Gibbs. How many years are we gonna go with having at least one game of 5 turnovers? 4 of them are from golf. Yep. They have 73 yards and we're still losing. Look, I mean, there we go. We finally freaking did a quarterback sneak instead of turning around and handing it off and losing yards on the handoff. The correction, they have 71 yards. 1.8 yards per play. That one was on Gibbs because if he would have cut to the edge over here, he's still running. Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah, remember I wanted Dallas Turner too. Dallas Turner, Jared Verse. We got neither one of them. And we're losing time as well. Just trying to commit to this run game. 3rd and 13, you throw the ball there. Oh, y'all remember during one of my live streams, a person came. I don't remember who that person was, but they said we were gonna win today, and then everybody was gonna be back on the bandwagon. Remember that? It looks like we're well on our way. Can we get a safety here? No, we can't. Oh yeah, of course. That person, I don't even know who that person is. They came in one time to say that bull crap and left. Bro, I'm like, look, man, we've got a goof game every year. I mean, this man can escape the pocket, but it just means he can't feel pressure properly. He's mobile enough. He showed us today. He's mobile enough to extend plays in the pocket, but he'd rather just turtle and freaking take a sack. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what you do with him. No, that wasn't the one that got booted. Hmm. The one that got booted was Paul Thomas, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be in here talking about how stupid Dan Campbell is, about how he's the stupidest coach in the NFL. Hmm. Yeah. He might. I mean, because it depends on who they credited that first fumble to, him or Kingsley. I mean, they were both complicit in it, so he's got two. It don't look like we're not gonna lose that game. Even Dan Campbell said he doesn't want to make the playoffs unless he thinks that they can do something, and we know they can't. Safety is that grounding, but shouldn't it have been grounding? Should it not have just been grounding? Can we get a grounding? That's grounding. Wow, we're not gonna get grounding on that. How do I look? What you mean? What is that? I don't know. I don't know. I take offense to that. Nah, Anthony, it's a backstory to it. You had to be here. The frick? Okay. I was probably just me looking tired. Defeated is not, look, none of this is surprising right now. Minnesota's defense is an issue. You know what I mean? But we still, without Osama bin Johnson, haven't been able to solve it. He does. No, they won't destroy Green Bay because look at their offense. They've got they've got inside of 70 yards. What is it? 75, 76 yards? Monty being a good back, I don't know about all that, man. I don't know about all that. Should have, yep. To better Jamal. I wouldn't call him a better Jamal. I'd say he's much better than Jamal. You know, Jamal was a goal line merchant. Lord have mercy. I guess we're playing for overtime. Oh my goodness, bro. If we can get this to overtime, we can actually win. Oh, that's not Jim Nance at all. That dude sounds just like Noah Eagle. Okay. Iron Eagle sounds like somebody else, and Noah Eagle sounds like freaking Jim Nance. Iron Eagle sounds like Marv Albert, and Noah Eagle sounds like Jim Nance. Those are two brothers that sat there and watched commentators and just mimicked their voices and parlayed that into having a broadcast career. That's crazy. I don't know about all that. This is a bad season for sure. I don't know if it's SOL though. I really don't want the Vikings to end the season because of their fans. I don't want the Bears to end the season because of their fans. You know, this dude said if you could deliver a win, if they win this game, it will have nothing to do with Brosmer at all. Not a single shred of anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think Tom Brady got better this year. I think last year was just, it's his first year broadcasting. So I think he got better this year. Indeed. I don't want it to be either one. So it would have to just be the Packers by not losing both games. That's all. Because definitely not the Bears because Osama bin Johnson is the coach. You know, what up, does actually? There's not too many words you can say. Yeah, he's not a great human. Hmm. We are. But he has negative. They have -6 passing yards because we done sacked him like 10 times. Come on, bro. We've got a guy named JMO that we couldn't do that with. And the crazy thing is, not a single person on the defense accounted for him coming across the field. Look at Hutch. Well, now they're gonna go hurry up and they're gonna go tempo, and Minnesota is gonna soften up. They're not gonna be as aggressive. They're gonna score a touchdown. You know what I mean? No, it's the issue. I mean, this game. I mean, we've sacked Russ for like 7 times. It's just that was just like no discipline. Nobody, the man is coming in motion. Someone has to account for him. You can't just let the man come straight across the field. If it was that easy, bro, we could have been doing that to them with JMO the entire game. You don't just let someone go like that. Somebody didn't know their assignment. What's that? His second catch? And I told you they're gonna go tempo, and then I told you this is what's gonna happen. I mean, look, bro. This is the thing. They did this the first game. They're doing it this game. This is what Brian Flores does. How do you not have a game plan for this? Lay out. If you can't get it in stride, lay out. Hey, great that we have the vet squad. If we didn't have the vet squad, we couldn't have a guy like Kingsley Agwakon. All right, Lions run the NFC. Good night. Where's that fan though? I just want to know where that fan is that said the Lions are gonna win today and everyone's gonna be back on the bandwagon. I just want to know where is that person? Hey, the fake Anzalone played better than the real one. I'll tell you that much. That's game. What do you mean in danger? At what point are you down by 10 with 2 minutes to go and one timeout remaining? At what point is it even possible to win the game? The only like you have to get an onside kick, all of this stuff. That's crazy, bro. Yeah. And this is what happens when you want sustained success. When you don't want to just push all your chips to the middle of the table and go for a Super Bowl. You just want sustained success. In 20 minutes, I'll be watching Stranger Things. You know, I just whatever, bro. No one cares, Ron. No one cares. He said it might be a nod to the Danish language. Freaking Skald, that's how you say it in freaking Danish. What are you talking about? Scott? Oh Lord have mercy. On another note, when I was in Denmark, I did visit the Viking Museum, and I was on an old Viking ship. It was awesome. Well, hey, I'll say it. Put in the backups. Don't give Osama bin Johnson the pleasure of beating your actual team. Give him an asterisk, and he can say, "Oh, we beat the Lions." No, you beat Kyle Allen, Craig Reynolds, who's no longer on the team. I don't know, Jacob Sailors and Sione Vaki, who's probably hurt. Meeks and Tesla and whoever else is on the practice squad. I don't know what's gonna happen, bro, because I don't like I said, I don't have any faith in Brad to bring in the free agents that he needs to bring in. I think he's gonna try to do everything through the draft, and we're not gonna have enough. And that's the point. This is the whole sustained success garbage, bro. That like people just want sustained success around Detroit instead of wanting to win it all. I mean, we're good, but we ain't good. You know what I mean? Oh, this I'm about to time this dude out. um, so you are out of the stream, whoever you are. We're gonna ahead and ban you. How does this man sound like Jim Nance? And his brother sound like Marv Albert. That's the bigger thing. Did I not just ban this dude? Well, that's what they thought they were doing. All of these people were so quiet throughout the entire game, and then you get to the end and they want to start flooding in. I mean, I don't respect that at all. If you wanted to be in here talking your talk the whole game, that's different. But don't come in here when the freaking thing is like, guaranteed, and then you want to talk. Come on, dog. That's why every freaking Vikings fan that comes in here is getting banned. I am not freaking. I'm banning you. You're not. You're not getting any play, any airtime, nothing. You know. You gotta throw a 70-yard bomb to JMO, then you gotta get a freaking onside kick, then you gotta do another bomb. You know what I mean? Nope. Ooh, Tesla has 3 catches this game. That's definitely helping us protect golf. We ain't ass, but we still ass. Eh, I mean, St. Brown St. Brown is part of the reason that we lost this because he dropped. Okay. See, look, Murphy has done that twice. He hit the dude in the freaking helmet, and we don't get any freaking penalty. If Amon Ross catches that ball on the drive where we got the last fumble, no, I don't know. It's already done slipped. Yep. I don't know if I'm gonna watch him, and I'm probably gonna watch him. I kind of hope the Rams win the Super Bowl. As painful for me as because I hate Stafford, but it's just gonna be another nail in Brad's coffin, I believe. Maybe Gibbs will play next week and get 2 touchdowns and run his record to 50. What are we doing? The Vikings have 3 passing yards. Um, yeah, that was a bunch of BS, bro. That was a bunch of BS. You got swept by 2 beta males. That's crazy. St. Brown is pissed, not hurt. I mean, he's pissed at himself. No longer in the hunt, bro. I don't know, bro. He wanted to act like he wasn't gonna move on from Johnny Mo. Johnny Mo needs to be fired on the plane. Like, I don't even know if he came to this game, but he needs to not he needs to not go back with the team. Yeah, you would trade for Max Crosby, but you would be trying to win. uh, bro, this is some bull crap, man. Uh, um, Jared Goff, 197 yards, 3 fumbles, 2 turnovers. I mean, two interceptions. You have to look at the fact that this man has a $70 million cap hit this next season coming, which is not gonna hit. Okay, because there are people in here who haven't been in here who are not regularly in my live streams. The $70 million is not going to hit. You guys that are worried about money, stop being worried about money. That's not how contracts work in the NFL. But what I do want you to do is understand when they're crying poor and they're crying broke, they're lying to you. Contracts are going to get restructured. Cap space is going to get freed up. As I said, Sheila can sell a stake in the team to infuse billions of dollars into the revenue stream so that they can pay players and they can put money in escrow and so on and so forth. Let me get this off my TV. All right. When is Stranger Things dropping? Um, New episode drops in 8 minutes. Um, so the fact that he has such a large cap hit before it gets restructured, you have to start asking yourself if he's the guy in the final must win game of the season. Okay, because if they would have won this one, then the next one would have been the final must win because it was the last one. In the final must win game of the season, Jared Goff accounts for 5 turnovers. I get that nobody had a plan for Brian Flores because the Minnesota Vikings, because of Brian Flores' defense, are undefeated. And there hasn't been anybody in the NFL that's been able to solve Brian Flores' defense. They get every sack. They've got 300 sacks this season. There's never been a first down. There's never been a pass completed against this defense. There's never any points scored. They've got a 500 point differential, right? Oh, what? That's sarcasm? Okay, so since people can figure out how to beat Brian Flores in the defense, why can't we do that without Osama bin Johnson? I said Osama bin Johnson had a personal vendetta against Brian Flores because Osama bin Johnson was in Miami when Brian Flores got there and he fired him. He didn't retain him. So it was his personal goal every time he faced Brian Flores to beat his ass, to outwit him, to out scheme him. And he did it very easily every time. Dan Campbell's a decent, and I put it in quotations, decent play caller, but he's not an offensive coordinator. Brian Dayball's out there. Hopefully, Mike McDaniels will be out there. You gotta all these little get yourself a retread head coach as an offensive coordinator. Get yourself a retread head coach as a defensive coordinator. Todd Bowles may be fired. Todd Bowles may be fired if the Buccaneers don't make the playoffs, if they don't win the division. Mike McDaniel and Todd Bowles or Brian Dayball and Todd Bowles. Put together an all-star cast of coaches. Because this, Kelvin Shepherd has a spotter and he's got this guy and he's got that guy and blah 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 blah. Didn't do anything for us this season. Yeah, we had a bunch of injuries in the secondary, which doesn't help. Which is why Kelvin Shepherd's probably going to get another year. But if Todd Bowles becomes available, that's a guy that you go get. I'm sorry. Because Todd Bowles does similar things to Brian Flores. Let me get your comments because I know they're rolling in, and then we'll be. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think so, but Dan the Scan Campbell, Jared Goof, and Holmes must all go together. Um, it was for sure. Has a fumble snap always been considered a backwards pass? I don't know. They're talking about it's a fumble. You know, the backwards pass thing. I don't know, but it's a fumble. I don't know what they were talking about. They just be talking out their ass. But it was a fumble. Um, yeah. Offensively, this one was on Brad Holmes. Um, the defense actually showed up until they gave that ball. I mean, these guys had 3 passing yards. The guys had 3 passing yards. Now, where are all those people that, we're a top 3 offense? We just lost to a team that had 3 passing yards on defense on offense. Sure you are. You about to lose your job. Facts. No, dude, no. For what reason, if you are a Lions fan, you're not a Lions fan, you are a Vikings fan, you are a Packers fan or a Bears fan. If you want Kyler Murray or Tua in here, what do you look at where was your antennas while they were playing football that made you want them to be on your team? Get the frick out of here, bro. What are we talking about? You look like a Bears fan, so I'm gonna ban you. Sounds like watching game all over again. Yep. I guess last game of the season, the last game that matters, that Jared's got to have a goof game. I guess a 500 football team. Matt Eberflus isn't a good head coach, but he's a decent. He's a defensive coordinator. He's not a and he's in Dallas. He's their defensive coordinator. So that's not gonna work. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna get another chance. We had all those injuries in the secondary. If no one else, you give him a chance if no one else is available. If as I said, if Todd Bowles becomes available, you hire him. Sorry, Shep, but it's a business. I'm sorry, but we didn't lose to Brosmer. Brosmer had nothing to do with that loss. I'm sorry. I can't. Mm-mm. Nope. If QB wins is a thing, or is if it's not a thing, whatever you want to say about it, but no, nobody lost to Brosmer. Brosmer didn't do anything but hold the football for sacking. We had three. They had 3 yards of passing. No, sorry. Um, NFC is going to be tough going forward. See, that's respectful, bro. Some people just want a mobile quarterback just to have a mobile quarterback. I mean, damn, if you want to do that, sign me up. You know what I'm saying? I could train. You know what I'm saying? I could get back to running the 40, and under 4.4, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of old now, but you know, I could run around and throw a football too. You know what I mean? At this point, that's all I care about. But what's Brad Holmes gonna do with it? That's the point. Buying golf carts and they can't protect you. Yeah, you know. Uh as I said, bro, I mean we'll be here what's no, we won't be here tomorrow. Um, Monday we'll be here to talk about this garbage. Um, talk about what's coming in the off season, all that stuff. They have a last place schedule next year, like the Bears did this year, which is true. Um, but again, Brad Holmes and his arrogance has not given me any faith that they will do what they need to do to um to fix the holes on this team. Tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it? Oh, tomorrow's Friday. My bad. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be here. I'm thinking my days are crossed up. Forgive me. Forgive me. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow to talk about this garbage. Um, I forgot it's Thursday for you, it's Friday for me. So yeah. Um, talk about all the things that went wrong. But where is that? I just need to know, where is that one fan that said the Lions would win today and everybody would be back on the bandwagon? Where is that fan? And I asked them what they were watching this whole entire season. Where are they? because you come in here and you talk about all everybody's a bandwagon fan, and oh, I can't take you bandwagon fans and this that, and then you're arguing with me about tanking, and which I never said. Where are you? Come stand on business. Where are you? Um, I said this coming in here that when you have to win out, you haven't taken care of business all season, and you've had all these opportunities and you've done nothing. So I wasn't like, confident that they were just, oh, we're flipping the switch because we got to win now. No, nope. I said beating the Rams would be the last opportunity that they could show me that they were Super Bowl contenders. They didn't beat the Rams, and now they're eliminated from the playoffs. Eliminated. They're not making the playoffs. Whatever. Max Grossmer is the king of 3 yards passing. I don't know what else to say other than that. Um, yeah, just yeah, that's what they do. They throw rocks and they hide their hands. I don't know. It'd be a lot of people in here that just don't talk most of the time. So, you know, whenever we're streaming the game, we'll get anywhere between 150 and 300 people in here. Most of them just don't have anything to say. You really don't like Jennifer Hammond. uh I don't like listen to Jennifer Hammond, so or read any of her stuff. So that's why I don't know what you have against her, because I don't know what she'd be saying. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Hold on one second. But as I said, I will be working on my apps. I think I've figured out how to get the logic and everything for the mock draft simulator working. Um, Obviously, right now we're dealing with it's really just the it's really just the logic, bro. People drafting people who are going to be undrafted. They draft them in the first round and stuff like that. So once I get that figured out, it's going to work out pretty well, I believe. Ass and cheeks look like they're still friends, at least whatever that means. So we get the Saints next year, Commanders. Yeah, at some point you are who you are. And in the biggest games, we've seen what Goff has done. The only saving grace is he had a good game in the NFC Championship game, and everyone else around him fell apart. But the falling apart is generally what he does. I mean, this is his second game. This is his third game in 2 seasons of 4 or more turnovers. Texans, 5. Commanders, 4. Minnesota Vikings, 5. So this is not this is not what you want to do. You know what I mean? So you have to, hey man, just swap Joe Burrow for Cincinnati. Got to blow it up anyway. Just I don't know. But then Joe Burrow's always injured, so it is what it is. And the Cardinals for the last place schedule next season. Um, I mean, are we playing those divisions next season? That's the question that I have. And our general manager failed to do that. Our general manager failed to replenish perfection. Our general manager failed to have a contingency plan for 4 major people leaving. And it wasn't that 4 major people left and he didn't have a contingency plan. He allowed 3 of them to go. He was the reason for one of them. He let 2 of them walk out of the door. He cut one of them, and another one retired. And he did nothing to replace them. DJ Reed was not a replacement for Carlton Davis. Christian Mahogany was not a replacement for Kevin Zeitler. You could say AQM was a replacement for Zadarius Smith, but Marcus Davenport was not. Graham Glasgow was not a replacement for Frank Ragnow. And the dude is allergic to spending money when it matters. You gave DJ Reed too much money. You gave him too much money. I maybe find a disappointing, somebody that needs a change of scenery somewhere. Maybe trade the Titans for L'Jarius Sneed and give them DJ Reed. I don't know. I don't know. They're making similar money. L'Jarius is making 19. DJ's making 16. I don't know, but you gotta do something. Yeah. Mm. Who is this? Like, at least, like, have coherent some people shouldn't communicate through text. You know what I mean? I think well, as I said, if the play now is to root against the, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, hopefully they fire Todd Bowles, and if they fire Todd Bowles, uh, then Shep will fall on the sword because you need to hire Todd Bowles. Your offensive coordinators are already available. I mean, Brian Daboll is available. Hopefully, Mike McDaniel will be released in Miami, and he'll be available. I'd like to have him. Um, he comes from the Shanahan tree, and one thing about that Shanahan tree, boy, they know how to run the football. So if you want to run the football, Dan Campbell, let Mike McDaniel do it, and you stay out the way. Um, you are banned. Like if I didn't see you during the stream, there's no need for you to come in here talking afterwards. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Vikings fan, a Bears fan, a Packers fan, there's no need for you to come in here. Started 5-1 and somehow managed to not make the playoffs. Yeah, that is some same old Lions type of stuff, though. I tell you that. I tell you that much. Brosmer looked like trash. You know what I'm saying? That's just the thing. Brosmer looked like trash. Okay, I got you. Brosmer did nothing to win. Guys, okay, I know people get caught up in the quarterback wins thing. They had 3 yards of passing. Brosmer did nothing to win that game. We did not lose to Brosmer. The only thing we didn't do to Brosmer was pick him off. We sacked the man 8 times, 3 yards of passing. Brosmer did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. Well, that's a loss. I was kind of prepared for it already, so it doesn't hurt as much. Um, they haven't been doing anything down this stretch run of games that they needed to win. So I didn't, you know. I don't know if it's the trainers. I do think they need to look at how they practice. This has been the thing during this losing streak. That's been the thing. Offensive line's been terrible. Can't run. Can't protect the quarterback. It's not surprising right now. True. 4-2, right? Barry Sanders would dominate behind this. No, he wouldn't. This line, when you got people running through the backfield, I mean, yes, Barry Sanders did that, but it's like, why this line as if it was much better than his line? Go back and look at who he had on his line and look at who played today. I think every single person that Barry Sanders had blocking for him was better than every single person that we had out there today. Panay Sewell notwithstanding. Yes, 6 turnovers for sure. And it was actually, wasn't it 7 total, but 6 of them had something to do with golf, or wait. Goff had 3 fumbles, 2 okay, no, it was 6 total. We didn't lose to that. We just can't get across we it had to be the quarterback. Okay. Yeah, well, that's done. There are no scenarios anymore. We're eliminated officially. Yeah, there was no grit. Brosmer had 1 run and he had 3 yards of passing. Brosmer did nothing with the game, and if he was the Lions quarterback all season, we probably would finish 2-14. I mean, we got to Brad's not gonna say anything. Who is this person? All right, I don't know who you are, but you're getting banned. Yeah, this is I just want to make sure. I don't have time for the children today. You know what I mean? Needing a run game and an O line is a non negotiable requirement. Maybe we should make sure we always have that. Right. Matthew Stafford won a Super Bowl. What are you? Come on, man. I know you hate golf, but it sounds silly when you do this, and you do this after every game. No immobile quarterback can win a Super Bowl. Who's been winning Super Bowls for all of these years? How many mobile quarterbacks have won the previous 59 Super Bowls? What are we talking about? No one is telling you that golf is not a big issue, but you think that you think if we had Lamar in here that we would win the Super Bowl? Lamar would be the only person. Our defense is ass cheeks. The offensive line can't protect anybody. Lamar Jackson has been injured this entire season. We have to have a little bit of nuance, man. Every time the game, yes, Goff had a terrible game. He had the goof game. But also, 2 of those fumbles were directly from the center. The last one that put the nail in the coffin was the center. He threw a ball up, a pop fly on his first interception because he didn't. There was no coverage. There was no freaking protection. It was an all-out blitz, and he just threw the ball up. Joe Fagnano. We did a quarterback sneak this and picked up a 4th down. We did it like this very game. We we did it this very game. Look, here's what I want you to do. I want you to type in I hate Jared Goff, and no matter what, happens, I will blame Jared Goff. It is not about a mobile quarterback. You don't like Jared Goff because every quarterback. Okay, here's the thing. Would you rather have Kyler Murray and Tua? Because they're mobile, right? There you go. Thank you. You'd rather have Kyler Murray, who has won nothing. Has Kyler Murray been to the playoffs? What do you mean? Justin Fields, too. Wow. Okay, guys, y'all do what y'all gonna do in the chat. I'm not doing that no more. This man just said he'd rather have Justin Fields, who's been getting benched with the Jets, who has fewer passing yards than any other starting quarterback this season, who has one win under his belt the entire season, Justin Fields. Justin Fields is who you're talking about. Okay. That's what I said. We got to have some nuance. Go look at Justin Fields' stats. Go look at him. How many times has he been benched? I'm just saying. I don't need it. He plays Call of Duty instead of watching film. I can't. I can't. I can't, bro. The Jets have A.D. Mitchell, they have Brees Hall, and Tyler Conklin. So they have a decent running back, a decent wide receiver, and a decent tight end. And Justin Fields was running around getting 5 yards and 10 yards, less than 50 yards passing in games. A scramble drill is not important. A scramble drill is what you do when a play breaks down. That's not important. What do we mean? Why are you using buzzwords like scramble drill? A scramble drill is the worst case scenario. You don't want a scramble drill. Nobody goes to the freaking huddle and goes, all right, scramble drill on 1, scramble drill on 2, break. What are we talking about? A scramble drill means you're running around and getting open when the play breaks down and your quarterback is scrambling around running for his life. Guess what? They don't often work. Look at Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is the poster child for scramble drills. He's the poster child for scramble drills because he likes to play hero ball. That's not how you do things. And you know how Caleb Williams got better? He's allowed to do that a little bit, but he is supposed to be on time in a system. That's how he got better, by buying into Osama bin Johnson's system. Because if he had continued to have Matt Eberflus as his coach, guess what would have happened? He would have been running scramble drills, not passing for 4,000 yards, and being 2-14 and 2-15 and 3-14. Scramble drills. Just this, and I was talking about it. Was I not talking about it? Was I not talking about him being able to do that? Right? Caleb Williams is in first place because of his coach. He was trying to do the same crap last year with zero success. And the coach brought in a system to get the ball out of his hands quickly. But when it breaks down, because he's within the system, that is what allowed him to be better. That is what allowed him to improve. I said this before. If you have been watching me and listening to me, I said about Caleb Williams when he was drafted that if he can find a coach to coach the hero ball out of him, then he will be good in this league. If he cannot get a coach to do that, he will be terrible. He has a coach to do that. Can like any of my regulars, have I not said that about Caleb Williams this entire time, the entire time that he's been in the NFL? Because apparently I don't know what I'm talking about. Apparently I can't analyze football. Caleb Williams was a rookie last year. Okay. So his coach has nothing to do with his success. All right, y'all. Okay. I told you, we got the proof right here that I did say that last year when he was a rookie. What changed was not the fact that he's a second-year player. What changed is he got a better coach. And the coach is coaching hero ball out of him. He's allowing him to be him, but he's also telling him that that's not what we rely on. What we rely on is the system. All right, y'all. Once again, the Motor City Cats R&D back at it. We came to give you stats, not none of that static. Whatever you do, make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic. I'm out, bro. Peace.